helped set the values and the culture for this team. Brown said, can you teach? Can you cultivate relationships? And do you bring energy? Those three qualities are what I've hoped to create throughout my tenure here. Kevin, mission accomplished.
He's done a terrific job. Thanks, David. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Hayward at small forward, with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Philadelphia, in the backcourt, Simmons and Richardson. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Up top, Simmons. He's covered by Brown. Harris outside. On the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Brown. Here's Tatum. Shoots from 12. And Simmons with the rebound. And Simmons slams it in.
When he's sprinting down the court like that to the basket, Simmons is virtually impossible to stop.
And Walker kicks to Tice. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Embiid. Boston shooting their first free throws at this point. First one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. About 1 minute into the first. Pass to Harris. Launches a 3. That one no good. And it's Boston the other way. Simmons against Tatum. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Tatum used to getting hit while he's shooting. He absorbs it like you would expect a pro to. And powers right through that contact.
Now here is Harris. Richardson outside. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Tice. Out to the right wing. And slapped on the front of the rim and drops.
And Walker always shot ready. This is why you can't lay off of him, especially when the ball's going towards him.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Simmons passes to Embiid. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one drops.
The big man is so skilled and has such an infectious personality. Joel Embiid is hard not to love. I mean, he just oozes that kind of attraction. And his potential, unlimited.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Here's Walker. It's blocked. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Harris finds Richardson. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tice has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
It's good.
And Brown is quite aggressive. I mean, a masterful penetrator who can take it to defenders when he drives.
Now here's Simmons. Richardson left side. And Boston with the rebound. Tice has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
Just awesome speed from Brown. Blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Brown against Simmons. Richardson outside. Richardson missing again.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Here's Tatum. Rebound by the 76ers.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Simmons. 6 to shoot. Banked in off the glass. Simmons got his 2nd bucket of the night.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Now here's Hayward. Nothing in on the scoreboard for him. And Embiid with the block. And the pass to Korkmaz. Shoots over Walker. Knocks down the 10-footer.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around him.
Tatum, that's for 2. That one doesn't go. And Philadelphia the other way now. They are pumped right now after a big win on Sunday.
That was a different team in the 4th quarter than what we saw in the first 3. Don't you think? I mean, they got their act together just in time to pull it out.
Most definitely a switch flip for them in the 4th, and they finally started playing up to their ability, and it certainly came at just the right time, not a moment too soon.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Celtics have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game. Brown outside. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. Korkmaz, no good.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Hayward, Danny battles for the ball and gets the 2nd chance bucket.
2nd chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Harris. Just 5 on the clock. The 76ers again can't hit it.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Walker finds Tatum. Brown outside. Tatum against him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for a shot.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Tatum. And so Tatum nails them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Embiid, the pass to Richardson. And stolen by Hayward. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And as a wing player, Hayward's just so good at attacking the basket. I think that's a big part of what makes him special. Doesn't take much of an opening for Hayward to make his move.
Now, here's Richardson. Dishes it to Embiid. And he lays it straight in.
Get Embiid the ball and he goes to work, especially that close to the basket.
So it's Boston now. It's a three-point game. And Walker gets to toss. Tatum on the wing. From downtown. Rebound by the 76ers.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And here's Walker outside. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
You can see why Walker's participating in the three-point contest. I mean, he's an ideal participant. He's a volume deep ball shooter.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Al Horford's checked in for Joel Embiid. Alec Burks comes in for Richardson. And it's Shake Milton in for Harris. Austin also with the sub. Smart's checked in. Here's Korkmaz. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Tice. Celtics leading by 6. Walker the pass to Tatum. Leaps for it. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. Here's Philadelphia. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Milton, and it's in there.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points in close range.
And Walker gets to toss. To the paint, here's Hayward. A fader. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Milton. Walker comes up with the loose ball.
What appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Now here's Smart. Not a lot of room. He lines it up.
And this is where Smart has really improved. The game's slowed down for him. He's playing under better control. Nice pass.
Pass to Milton. To Burks. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Walker dishes to Tatum. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness of Jayson Tatum. He's looking for contact and doing a nice job drawing the fouls.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
As they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Robinson's checked in for Korkmaz. The Celtics also changing it up. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Jimmy Ojale comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. And so Tatum nails them both.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Yeah, getting to the line and converting, Greg, that's the big thing. It's always good when you can do that because it stabilizes your offense.
Here's Milton. Poke loose. They're running. Here's Wanamaker. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Milton. And Cantor pulls it down.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it down.
The 76ers trail by 8. Passes it to Milton. He dishes it to Simmons. A minute 50 left here in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Shoots a fader. Doesn't go that time. And it's Boston the other way. Right side Tatum. Held it off the back of the rim.
They just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Hurts the pass to Robinson. Here's Milton. He's covered by Cantor. Here's Milton. There's the pass to Horford. He cleans it as the shot clock ticks down.
And the jump shot of Al Horford, cash, money, all the time. Got to D him up, or you pay the price.
Here's Wanamaker. Throws away. There's the disc to Tatum. Releases. Smart misses. The 76ers trail by 6. Robinson dishes to Simmons. Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. Buries it down low. Tatum's got 8 points.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
And here's Brooks. On deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Boston holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Horford provided some insight on why he decided to sign with Philadelphia.
What put me over the edge to make this switch is just the depth that I saw with this team. It's an up-and-coming young team that we have a chance to be good for many, many years, and it was something I wanted to be a part of.
Playing for a historic franchise, great. They've got, of course, the great fan support, great history. Something Horford relishes.
A great choice. A team with depth and youth. They have a chance to be good for a long time.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Down low, it's Harris and Horford. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Robinson. And it's Milton in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Here's Milton following the bucket by the Celtics. Pass to Burks. This one for 3. It's the three-point bomb. Burks has got his second bucket.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the paint.
Wanamaker the pass to Kennedy. And they call an illegal screen here.
Not a problem. First turnover of the game, but overall, I like how they're taking care of the basketball.
The 76ers trail by 9. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Milton. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Alec Burks.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Outside Robinson. Passes to Harris. Burks looking around. Robinson for three. And Cantor pulls it down.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Now, here's Burks. After Gordon Hayward's miss. Smart against Burks. Clock at 6. Over Smart. And the shot is long. Austin leading by 9. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Wanamaker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw was good.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Horford. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Glenn Robinson III. Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. So he gets them both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws. And 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Here's Milton. The pass to Harris. And here's Burks. Good work defensively by Smart. Celtics leading by 11. Here's Wanamaker. Again, the miss by the Celtics. 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Harris outside. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. Harris has got it back down to within single digits for the 76ers. Now here's Brown. He kicks to Smart. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
For Boston, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And the first one drops. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And so, Smart nails both of them. The 76ers trail by 11. Here's Milton. Pass to Korkmaz. Out left to the wing. Here's Embiid. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Well, such a fluid shooting motion from Embiid. I mean, most times you just assume that his jumper is dropped.
Hayward, left side. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Here's Milton. Floats one. And yes, it's good. He's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Wanamaker, the pass to Cantor on the wing front. Rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers trail. Here's Milton. He's got 6. 5 to shoot. Pass to Korkmaz. Harris outside. 1 to 3 off target.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Smart passes to Kemp. Back to Smart. And there's the feed to Cantor. 2 points. That one goes. And the Celtics lead by 11. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Richardson against Hayward. Here's Milton. Shot clock at 6. Out to the wing. Embiid is at the elbow. Stolen by Cantor. Here's Wanamaker, guarded by Embiid, and Wanamaker gets it to go.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Passes it to Milton. On baseline, Jay. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for Boston. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Here's Milton. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Wanamaker has it in the corner. Richardson with it. Right wing. Here's Milton. The pass to Embiid. And he finishes nicely on the way. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And now the first timeout call here for Boston. Philadelphia making a change here. Simmons is checked in. And then for Boston, Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. Tatum comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Now here's Tatum. 8 points for him. Kicks to Smart. Pass to Tice. Here's Tatum. Doesn't go for it. Simmons with the defensive effort. Good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Celtics leading by 11. Here's Smart. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Simmons. He kicks it to Richardson. From past the arc. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Brown, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
First trip to the line for him here. And he knocks down the first one. And Brown drops them both. And Philadelphia has possession. Trailing by 13. Simmons passes to Richardson. Over Tatum. Here's Embiid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Jayson Tatum.
Love the way Embiid knows how to play with force down low, which in turn makes the defense get physical with him.
The 76ers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And he makes the first. Al Horford is checked in for Korkmaz. And Embiid drops them both. Now Walker, he has 5. There's the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
The quickness, the size, the speed of Simmons captivating, especially when he's dribbling the rock.
And here's Tatum for three. Happy to see that one going after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the lead to shreds.
At 10, the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Tobias Harris. Here's Walker. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Philadelphia's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Simmons, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
That one misses for Simmons.
You know, after missing his first year out of college due to injury, Ben Simmons ended up winning Rookie of the Year in 2018, proving the wait was worth it.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Embiid kicks to Simmons. This is it to Richardson. Over Walker. There's Embiid. Another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, you can't go for the shot fake. As soon as Embiid has you in the air, it's over. You're done.
76ers have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. The first one falls. And Embiid drops them both. And Boston has possession. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And here's Tice. Walker lays it in without an inch of room around him. Arthur's got 7.
Poise and concentration on display from Walker. Quick thinking in the paint.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. The pass to Richardson. Back to Simmons. Here's Embiid. That shot off.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do You know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Walker's shot is off.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result. You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Smart finds Tice. Back to Smart. Outside, Walker on deep. Al Horford with the rebound.
He hasn't made any threes this quarter after sinking just the one in the first.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Ben Robinson, the third, is checked in for Philadelphia. Alec Burks comes in for Richardson. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. 6-point lead. Brown outside. Nailed from 3-point land. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, the three-point shot, guys, is something that Brown continues to improve upon. It's important for him to be knocking down these looks to expand his offensive repertoire.
Harris's shot is good.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, but now you can see it getting into it.
7-second difference, shot the game clock. Tatum passes to Smart. To Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. And again, Boston with the triple.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Al here is Harris. From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Boston in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge you had?
Well, I thought defensively we were a lot better, and then that led to some offense. But obviously, we're playing a bunch of skilled guys, and we're able to spread the floor, and that's helpful.
You have to make them work at both ends. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The NBA playoffs are happening, and we're happy to have you here for the halftime show. Taking a look at the Celtics, they've come out with the clear intention of turning this series around. Down 2-0, this is basically their last chance to salvage the series, and so far it looks like they're up to the challenge. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
Well, they got a nice advantage in the free throw department. I wish I was a shooter. They've been the one taking the direct approach. They're driving the lane, being physical, and forcing the opposing D into tight spots. And that's got them a lot of points at the line and the lead.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Philadelphia?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better, into a better rhythm in the second half, and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. You know, guys, Jayson Tatum has really been making it happen.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
Celtics leading by 9. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Celtics, Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Daniel Price out there with Jayson Tatum. And it's Walker in at the 1. Off the inbound pass. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Pass to Embiid. Over Tice. Embiid, no good.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jumper.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Pass to Simmons. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Yeah, and you know, for Simmons to be so young, he has a great basketball IQ, and he plays to his strengths on offense and plays to him well.
And here's Tatum for 3. Here's Hayward. The kick out to Brown. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brown's got 12 points in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Back to Embiid. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And, you know, once Embiid puts it on the deck, he's hard to stop, which is why the defense ends up fouling.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line. And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. To the middle. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Boy, Brown, not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
And Simmons kicks to Richardson. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second. Celtics leading by 15. Feeds to Brown. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Brown against Simmons. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Brown. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That would come up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Walker dishes to Hayward. The 15-footer, good. Hayward's got 8 points.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They've got to tighten it up.
The 76ers have been shooting right around 75% the line, 9 of 12 so far. That's good from Simmons. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Walker against Richardson. Walker in the post. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 14. Simmons on the wing. Defended by Tice. Simmons passes to Embiid, and the shot goes in. He's got 15.
That's big boy strength, real big boy strength. Embiid is so good at fighting through whatever challenges the defense is presenting.
Walker finds Tatum. Brown outside. Tatum against Embiid, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And so he makes both from the line.
You know, there's no question about it. Tatum's ceiling is really sky high. Now it's up to him to meet those huge expectations, and I think he will.
Richardson outside. Shot clock at 6. The shot from the low post is good. Richardson's got 6.
I tell you what, it's it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Walker the pass to Tice. Walker against Richardson. Yes, it is, for that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Tries again. Harris's shot is off.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And Simmons kicks to Korkmaz. Shoots from 14. Second chance effort. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Watching Embiid box out is a thing of beauty. It's textbook. I mean, a gigantic player who knows how to get to the glass.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line. The free throw drops for Embiid. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Boston. 17 points was their biggest margin. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Yeah, Walker seemed unbothered by the defense there. Very creative with the rock in his hand.
Simmons on the wing. He's covered by Brown. From deep, Richardson. They grab their own miss, but they get it back. Now here's Embiid, defended by Tice. 6 to shoot. They shoot again. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Can't shake Simmons. He is very used to getting hit on these kinds of looks and just plays right through the contact.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
That's good from Kemba Walker.
You know, I think opponents have learned it the hard way. I mean, Walker is not a guy you want to put on the foul line. He's an excellent free throw shooter.
Hayward against Richardson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
The first one falls for him. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Celtics leading by 15. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Richardson.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The first free throw is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Al Horford, he's checked in for Embiid. And Robinson III comes in for Korkmaz. Burks, he's checked in for Richardson. And it's Shake Milton in for Harris. Boston also with the sub. Smart's checked in for Brown. The 76ers trail by 16. Here's Milton. Rejected by Walker, and he gets it back. A shot by Milton, no good. Boston's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the 3rd quarter. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Boy, he's a real bully inside. I mean, you forget sometimes that Simmons is 6'9", 6'10", with nice touch. It's a nice combination near the basket.
In the corner, Smart with it. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Celtics leading by 12. Wanamaker the pass to Ozil. Back to Wanamaker. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Wanamaker's got 14 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Timeout called the 76ers. And the 76ers with some changes. Tobias Harris comes in for Ben Simmons. And it's Korkmaz in for Glenn Robinson III. 76ers shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Rebound Boston. Cantor's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Fader on the way, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. The 76ers trail by 14. Passes it to Milton. And there's the pass to Harris. Shot clock at 5. Looking to get back on track here. It's deflected, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Boston leading by 14. Walker taking his time here. Here's Smart. Takes it off the glass.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Philadelphia has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Milton the pass to Burks. Puts up a 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Nice ball movement by Boston. Smart against Horford. Pocket 6. That one a little long. The 76ers trail by 16. Harris passes to Milton. Now here's Horford. Dishes it to Burks. Three-pointer. 76ers with the new shot clock. And slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, you know, Harris is an active player. I mean, he's smooth and he's skilled, but he's also a guy that's got some grit and grind to him as well, and gets in there and keeps possessions a lot.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for the 76ers. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. All alone. The shot will not fall. And Philadelphia the other way now. Pass to Milton. Rebound Boston.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
The 76ers trail by 14. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. There's 1:26 left in the third. Smart kicks to Cantor. Pass to Ozil. Shoots the 3. But they recover it. He dishes it to Cantor. Pass to Wanamaker. 4 on the shot clock. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. Philadelphia's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Harris outside. The pass to Milton. Fires the 3. And Boston with the rebound. Cantor's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Boy, it's so much fun seeing Brown drop the hammer. Just an amazing dunker who bashes the basket.
Pass to Burks. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. 11 points for Tobias Harris.
Really tough to defend Tobias Harris any better than that. I mean, he's just got a special knack for making tough shots.
He feeds it to Burks. Here's Milton. Shoots it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Boston on top, up by 15. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Milton in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Celtics leading by 15. Wanamaker, the pass to Cameron. Back to Wanamaker. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And it's Jayson Tatum with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Milton. Takes it to Harris. No one near him. And the basket is good.
Well, that's a sweet spot for Harris, guys. I mean, all he needs is a little separation. He's good to go.
It's to Ojala. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Wanamaker. Traps in the tray. Wanamaker's got 21 in the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Timeout called the 76ers. The 76ers making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. Austin also with the sub. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Ojala. Simmons on the wing. Here's Harris. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Simmons against Tatum. Smart with the ball. Releases. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Oh, I tell you, when Tatum puts it all together, he is so much fun to watch. He's a player with a very bright future.
Outside, Simmons. Outside, Robinson. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 5 assists in the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Tatum against Simmons. And stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
The slash ability of Simmons. Really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive cutting mentality.
Outside Tatum. Smart kicks to Tatum. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And stolen by Hayward. And now running up the court. Hayward's pushing it up. Got a piece of it. Simmons on the wing. Guarded by Smart. Smart against Simmons. The shot's good. Simmons got 15 points in just the second half.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
In the corner, it's Robinson. Outside, Simmons. 6 to shoot. Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics leading by 13. It's Smart with the drive. And he makes that one.
And this is where Smart's at his best, being aggressive, going towards the rim.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Harris inside. And he gets the bucket. Harris has got 6 in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Some changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Richardson in for Robinson. Boston also with the sub. Walker's checked in. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Tatum's shot is off.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
And Simmons slams it in.
It's really hard to say too much about Simmons. I mean, bouncing off defenders like they're not even there.
Walker against Richardson. Passes it to Tatum. From deep. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Richardson the pass to Simmons. Takes the 13-footer, and again, it's Philadelphia.
And they work the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack. They just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Tatum on the wing, guarded by Horford. A nice shot by Tatum.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Walker against Simmons. Embiid wide open. And Tatum pulls it down.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing. But they don't want to chance that again.
Hayward passes to Smart. He kicks it to Tatum. tipped away. On the pass to Walker. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the 76ers. Horford's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now Simmons. Pass to Horford. Kicks to Richardson. For the three. The shot's good. And the assist by Horford. Richardson's got it back down to single digits for the 76ers. Simmons against Tatum. Outside, Smart. Back to Tatum. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid. Burks dishes to Simmons. Pass to Horford. With the fadeaway. And the 76ers get it back. Embiid score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Boy, Embiid wants to own the inside on both sides of the floor. He is a force in the paint and relishes hitting those boards.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
And it's Simmons penetrating. The teardrop balls in. Simmons got 31.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Passes it to Walker. And he banks in the layup. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense, had overcommitted, and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
Simmons inside. Looking on Walker. And Simmons gets the bucket.
Great quarter for the offensive end, trying to reel his team back in the game.
Tatum gets the Smart. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Simmons against Walker. That's in. The Celtic lead is cut down to 6. That one coming from Joel Embiid.
You know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And with this game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
76ers on defense. Walker the pass to Williams. Here's Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And that one falls for Tatum. Williams, he's checked in for Robert Williams. And so Tatum nails them both. The 76ers trail by 8. Timeout called the 76ers. One of the stories here, Jayson Tatum getting it done today.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
Gentry checked in for Boston. Simmons Simmons against Cantor. Now the feed to Embiid. Over Tatum. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Simmons. Simmons got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Boston leading by 6. Feeds it to Walker. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Watch out now. Walker always a threat to go solo spurtability on you. Once he sinks a few, you know he's dialed in.
And they double up Embiid. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
And the Celtics with possession here. And here's Tatum. Will bring it up for Boston. They led by as many as 18 points. 1:46 left to play in the final quarter. No good that time. Simmons with the defensive effort. Richardson finds Harris. Simmons against Hayward. Back to Harris. Offensive rebound. Here's Milton. He's covered by Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It is good.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella down. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Tatum passes to Walker. No good from outside. The 76ers trail by 6. Harris outside. There's the pass to Embiid. Here's Milton. No good on the triple. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Tatum wide open. He fires one. It's good from long range. And the Celtics lead by 9.
Tatum doing a nice job recognizing when to let it fly and when not to. A very capable threat from outside the arc.
Embiid against Brown. And stolen by Hayward. And now running up the court. Hayward's pushing it up. He feeds it to Brown. And the rejection by Embiid.
Yeah, good energy and awareness that time by Embiid to deny that shot.
Here's Milton. Rebounded by the Celtics. And here is Tatum. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. Things were looking bleak for them, obviously, coming into this game. But with tonight's win break, they are right back in it.
And that's the fight this team has. That they don't care what the odds are. They are going to keep battling. And suddenly, we've got a series on our hands.
We sure do. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Olden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.